Okay. We should be live now, guys. Let me change that to live chat. Hello, guys. This is What About Nintendo, and today I am here for another episode of Coffee Talk. Today we're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff, as we always do. Actually, there's a lot of topics today. Quite a number of them, in fact. And we're going to be talking about the two ones that I put in the title, were, Pokemon Let's Go info that just came out, and Square Enix teasing the Octopath sequel. So we're going to be talking about those among many, many other topics. I just realized my computer monitor is covered in dust. What are you doing, computer monitor? Nobody likes that. Hey, TGB, how you doing? Get off. So much dust. Oh my gosh. Oh, now it's everywhere. Oh, now it's in the air. What have I done? How could I have done this? Nintendo Direct needs to happen this Wednesday. I think it might happen this Thursday, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. It could happen Wednesday. It could happen tomorrow. Who knows? It could be announced today. It could be announced right now, and I was about to say we wouldn't know, but we totally would know, because yeah, we would know. I need to move this into a better spot for now. There we go, that's better. Yeah, how are you guys all doing this morning? Of course, I got my delicious coffee today. Sorry if my camera looks a little green. For some reason, the auto white balance is being weird, and I can't figure out how to change the green color independently. It's a little too green. But if I turn the auto off, then it's a little too purple, and I can't adjust those colors individually for some reason. I'm not sure how to do that. There's probably a way to do it, I just don't know. But yeah, it's a little green right now, so sorry if it looks weird. I'm like an olive. It doesn't help that my shirt is this weird, like olive green color. None of my Nintendo shirts are clean, so oof, feels bad. But yeah, I guess let's just get right on into it. So there's a few topics from last week that we never actually went over that I'm going to go over here real quick. And first off is, and I do have pictures for all of them this time. I came prepared, guys. I have pictures for everything. Did an online service is in a bad start? Yeah, we're going to talk about that later on, actually. We're going to talk about Yoshi, though. So it seems that Nintendo's official site, their official, website, accidentally listed Yoshi for the Nintendo Switch, the one coming next spring, as Yoshi's Crafted World. So this was something that may have been planned to be revealed during the the recent Direct, but then maybe they were gonna reveal the name of it and then put it up in the eShop as that name so you could go check it out. But it seems that they accidentally let the update go live that revealed the name. So actually, I can show you guys right here what it looks like, because somebody actually took a picture. No, if it would let me move my camera and not other things below it, like for real. See, as you can see right here, it says Yoshi's Crafted World coming 2019. So yeah, that's my theory. Even though I had predicted that they wouldn't talk about any 2019 games, it seems that I was wrong. It seems that they were actually going to talk about Yoshi, and somebody actually pointed out in the comments of that same stream that they did talk about 2019 games last year, talking about many different 2019 games actually. So that would make sense that they would talk about 2019 games. Actually, I'm kind of changing my predictions to thinking that they will talk about 2019 games. And I think Yoshi is going to be one of them, because I think they were going to talk about it, and then they hadn't yet. But yeah, Yoshi's Crafted World seems to be the official name for Yoshi, but I'm pretty sure most of you guys probably already knew that, because it's kind of old news at this point. But I just wanted to kind of share it again in case anybody had missed that, and just kind of give my new update on my updated predictions for this week's, I'm assuming it's going to be this week's Nintendo Direct. So anyways, on to the next topic. Another thing that I think was going to be announced in Nintendo Direct that was announced last week is that Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition HD is scheduled to be released on the Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One soon. There's not an official release date quite yet, but it is scheduled for release soon. So you can go watch the trailer if you haven't seen it already. Personally, I'm just like, who wants this game? To be honest, I don't know who this is for. Because why would you want, I mean, especially not, if you have a PS4 and Xbox One, you can just buy the normal version of the game, like the real deal game. Like, I can understand it maybe if you're on the Switch, you want to buy it because they don't have a normal version of Final Fantasy 15 on the Switch, but the PS4 and Xbox One have a normal version on their consoles. Why? Who would buy this Pocket Edition unless you're just really obsessed with Final Fantasy 15? It's just like a watered down version of the same game. Excuse me. So it's like, why would you want this? I don't know. Honestly, even if you only have a Switch, I don't know why you would want this. It doesn't look that good. Like, like, no. Why would you want to buy this game? Honestly, even if you only had a cell phone, I would not buy this game. I don't know, man. Maybe. I just feel like, especially if you have any access to any other version, why buy this version? I don't understand. It makes no sense to me. But yeah, this is another game that I think was going to be announced in the Nintendo Direct that they just decided to announce outside of it. But yet, there is yet another game that I think fits the same description. That is Civilization 6 has been announced for the Nintendo Switch. So this is the quote from Take-Two Interactive. They said, Civilization 6 offers new ways to interact with your world, expand your empire across the map, advance your culture, and compete against history's greatest leaders to build a civilization that will stand the test of time. Play as one of the 20 historical leaders, including Roosevelt, America, and Victoria, England. So, yeah, if you like Civilization 6 and you want to play that on the go, you can go buy that now. There's a rumor that Call of Duty series is coming to the Switch. Yeah, I keep hearing about that. I wouldn't be that surprised, honestly. Although I do think it's a little... I think if it is going to get announced, I feel like they should have announced it earlier. It's kind of getting close to release. Yeah, that's two games that I think were actually going to be shown off in the Nintendo Direct that just weren't because it got delayed. And that brings me to another point, is that I think this Nintendo Direct is not going to be 35 minutes. It's not going to be 35 minutes anymore, I don't think. Because there's been a lot of stuff shown recently that is very direct material. In fact, the Pokemon stuff we're going to be talking about later, I also believe was going to be shown off in the Nintendo Direct. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So, there's a lot of news coming out lately that is, I think, was going to be announced in the Nintendo Direct. So, I think when they announce the Nintendo Direct again for probably like Wednesday or Thursday, I think it's going to be closer to like 25 minutes, guys. I really do. 25, maybe 30 minutes. Still, maybe if, you know, because a lot of third-party announcements wouldn't have taken that long, but still, like, I think it's gonna be significantly shorter than the initial 35 minutes, in my opinion, unless they want to, like, you know, just make it the same length and just like pad it out with some other, like, going over more info than necessary, which I don't think they would do. I think it's gonna be like 25 minutes, and I think that's why we haven't seen it yet. Because they could have easily, you know, done it like today if they wanted to. But I feel like today's just a weird day. Like, and they have to re-record a lot of it, I'm sure. Re-edit the whole thing. So that's probably why we're not seeing it. Probably till like, I think we may be able to see it tomorrow, but I think it's probably gonna be like Wednesday or Thursday before we see it. I don't know. We could definitely see it tomorrow though. It's a possibility. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they've announced that is definitely direct material that just is not in a direct. So I guess a lot of these companies just couldn't wait a week to announce it for some reason. Yeah. Anyways, on to the next topic. Oh, I forgot to put up my Final Fantasy. I had a whole Final Fantasy 15 thing, and I had a Final Fantasy or a Civilization 6. I came prepared, but I didn't come prepared mentally to actually remember to use these pictures. I guess I'll use them now. Look at that. Oh. Oh, yeah, boy. Oh. dope 1080p pictures. Yo. Anyhow, hope for folders and themes on Switch. That'd be nice. Honestly, I don't think it's like super necessary. Folders more importantly. Themes are just kind of cool, but I mean not in the home menu that often, so it'd just be like neat to see every once in a while. But yeah. But I will remember to use the picture for this topic, and it's Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. This is going to be a quick little topic, but Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is now at $50 million in worldwide spending, and 81% of the revenue comes from Japan. So yeah, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp has amassed a nice $50 million, and most of that is from Japan. Almost all of it, in fact, is from Japan. Apparently people around the world just don't really feel like spending money on Animal Crossing unless you live in Japan, which is pretty insane. 61% of that is on the iOS, and United States only accounts for 14% of player spending. So apparently Americans just don't want to spend money on Animal Crossing. There was a lot of downloads though. A lot of downloads, but we didn't spend any money. I didn't spend any money. And I never spend money on games. So, hey Julio, how you doing? So yeah, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, $50 million, and almost all of it's in Japan. Oof. That's insane. Honestly, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, no, it never gave you a reason to pay for money. Unless you wanted those exclusive characters. I actually legit almost bought stuff on there just for those exclusive characters, but then I didn't. I just didn't get them. I was just like, whatever. Super Mario Run should have been free from the start. Yeah, it should have been free with microtransactions. It would have made a lot more money, like way more money. Like Fire Emblem Heroes made way more money and got way less downloads. But alas, what are you gonna do? What the hell is wrong with my coffee? Let me stir that a bit. Oof. Just gonna stir that coffee a bit. Oof. Ow! Why you punch me, desk? The desk punched me. I'm gonna sue it. How dare. Anyways, that's just supposed to be a short topic. Move on from that to a much more interesting topic, and that has to do with Mario & Rabbids, or more specifically, this team who made Mario & Rabbids. And there's two parts to this. The first thing is that there's a rumor that David Soliani and the Mario & Rabbids development team could have pitched a new idea to Nintendo during a trip they had to Japan. So, according to a member of Reset Era, he noticed that David Soliani, who, if you didn't know, is the creative director of Mario + Rabbids Kingdom Battle at Ubisoft Milan, however you say that. He took a recent trip to Japan. He was flying over there to that Japanese place, and apparently it didn't seem to be, according to this guy, not just a vacation, unlike what David himself claims it was just a vacation, but according to this guy, it doesn't seem like that is completely the case, because he went on the trip with the Mario + Rabbids Kingdom Battle combat designer, and a few more people, I think, on the development team as well, but at least that guy. So he went with a few people, specifically of the development team, and met up with different people at Nintendo America. And so some people are speculating that they pitched a new idea to Nintendo for a new game. Maybe not a new Mario & Rabbids game, perhaps a new Mario & Rabbids game, who knows, but some kind of new game for Ubisoft and Nintendo. Android games should all be free. I mean, just phone games in general should mostly all be free. The expression I just made. Oh, when I drank the coffee, it tasted weird. Your opinion, you hate Mario & Rabbids? Whoa, friend. You may not like Mario & Rabbids. Why do you have to hate Mario & Rabbids? Like, sheesh. You respect those that like Rabbids, but I personally am not into them. They're annoying, but yeah, I respect fans. I'm not a huge fan of the rabbits themselves most of the time, but Mario rabbits, I actually really like them. I like the Mario rabbits way more than the normal rabbits. But yeah, I agree, in most situations they're pretty annoying. But I like the game just for the combat and stuff. Yeah, that was the rumor. But then some people actually went and asked, like, what's up with this? They were like, hey, are you making a Mario plus Rabbids sequel? And this is what the Ubisoft CEO had to say. He said, I can't give you an answer yet. Unfortunately, there's not much info on this. It's still a mystery. Was he or was he not pitching an idea? Who knows? But he did laugh. He laughed. What does this laugh mean? Shall we get all philosophical and deep on this laugh? No, we're not actually gonna do that. But it would be hilarious if I did. I just went into all the ways that a laugh, what a laugh could have meant. That would be hilarious. Unfortunately, I don't actually know all the ways a laugh could mean, so I can't go into that. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting that they might have been pitching some ideas to Nintendo, and then they were asked about the sequel, and he kind of laughs a bit. Kind of suspicious. I think maybe something's going on there, but it's hard to say. Who knows? Any news on when we'll have the Nintendo Direct? Unfortunately, no. There's no news on that at the present time. I suspect it would be Wednesday or Thursday, but that is not in any way confirmed. And damn, my camera, why you be so green? Why you do this to me? See, if I take this off, though, it's like super red. I don't want it to be super red. Now I do this, and it's super blue. You know what? That looks better than super green, so we're going to keep it like that. I need to figure out a way to change the colors independently. Whatever. Anywho, we're going to talk about two different things about Pokemon. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. There are some new... You leave it in the blue. Yes, yes, I shall. There are some new informations about Pokemon Let's Go that just got announced. And another thing, this is another thing that I think they were going to show off during the Nintendo Direct. To be completely honest, I think this was meant for the Nintendo Direct, and then they didn't show it. Yes, Surfing Pikachu is one of them, but that's not. I'm not going over that. They did show off Surfing Pikachu, but that's not what I'm talking about here. So there's a lot more details that were talked about for Pokemon Let's Go. First off, the way that they're handling the skills where you actually like cut and different things like that, like the ones you had to like, what are they called? No, not PSI. The special moves that you had to like cut down things and like break things to get to new areas. You guys know what I'm talking about if you played a Pokemon game. They are changed a little bit in this game compared to even Sun and Moon and the older games. They're now being called clear the way secret techniques. So Pikachu or Eevee can help players overcome obstacles they encounter and make travel easier in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee by learning secret techniques. These special skills can be used by the player Pokemon outside of battle to clear away trees, chop down, glide across water, sea skim, quickly visit houses that are being scored, sky dash. So instead of having like a specific Pokemon that you carry around just to have these special moves on them so you can get through places, apparently your partner Pokemon just learn them naturally, so you have them on you at all times, and you don't have to have a dedicated Pokemon for this. Now, it's still a little bit different than it worked in Pokemon Sun and Moon, where you just kind of learned the move, and you didn't have to like do anything. You learned it, but it wasn't like a battle move. Like it was different than that. I think this is a little bit different, but I forget exactly how it works in Sun and Moon. It's kind of confusing. We don't actually know exactly how this works. In this, I don't think these are actually moves, because it said they use them outside of battle. I don't think they're moves, like they don't take up a slot in your moveset like they did in the older games, which is nice. But it still works a tiny bit differently than it did before. But it's actually not too much different than it worked in Sun and Moon. but it's just slightly bit different. But that's kind of the way where you're gonna like, you know, chop down the special trees and stuff and all that kind of stuff to get to different places like you would in the older games. But they also announced these new powerful partner exclusive moves. The player's partner, Pikachu or Eevee, can use exclusive moves that no other Pokemon can use. These exclusive moves will help players face any challenge during their adventures in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. And once the player's relationship with their partner reaches a certain level, the partner Pokemon will occasionally send a sign during battle that its partner power, one of its exclusive moves, can be used. Even if the partner Pokemon is not in battle, it may still send a sign. If the player responds, the partner will bolster the Pokemon in battle by boosting its stats. Two of Pikachu's exclusive moves are now Pika-Pow and Splishy Splash. Pika-Pow is also a partner power, so it's performed when the partner sign appears during battle. The power of Pika-Pow, damn, that is a terrible name. Oh my gosh. Can increase depending on how strong the player's bond is with their partner Pikachu. The water type move Splishy Splash can paralyze opponents. Eevee's exclusive moves include the power VV Volley, as well as Bouncy Bubble, Buzzy Buzz, and Sizzly Slide. Oh my gosh. Jeez. When Eevee uses VV Volley, its power can increase depending on Eevee's relationship with the player. Bouncy Bubble, a water type move, will heal Eevee for half the damage dealt to the opponent. The electric type move Buzzy Buzz paralyzes the opponent, and the opponent will always be left with the burn status condition if it's hit with the Eevee's fire move Sizzly Slide. Damn, what are these names? For real. Childish move types, I never know. So bad. It makes sense if it's this week because they promised the online service release this month. Yeah, it's definitely going to be this week, for sure. For sure. Can't wait to board the Titanic. I mean, this is our cruiser. You don't like the Eevee moves they announced? They could change it to Pikachu. Okay. I mean, all the names suck. Even Pikachu's names suck, but yeah. Nintendo should partner with Universal Pictures to do a cruise ship. Why would Universal Pictures be the one to do the... I don't think Universal Pictures does the cruise ship side. I feel like they do the movie side, right? I would assume, as they're called Universal Pictures. I think you just mean Universal in general, though. That'd be dope. I'd go on it. I mean, I wouldn't be able to afford it, but I would if I could. Let's see. Best of friends, befriending a partner Pokemon. Players can interact with their partner Pokemon when they are not in battle by selecting the Pikachu or Eevee icon on the main menu. By putting and playing with their partner Pokemon, players will improve their relationship with Pikachu or Eevee and can receive in-game benefits such as presents. When the game is in handheld mode, players can use the touchscreen to play directly with their partner Pokemon. I don't care about all that crap. Who wants to actually do that? So what the Kanto region? Celadon City. Celadon City is one of the many interesting locations in the Kanto region that players can explore in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. This large city, known as the City of Rainbow Dreams, has an arcade and even a department store. Erica, sometimes called the nature-loving princess, is the gym leader of the Celadon City, specializing in grass-type Pokemon. I think there are actually some pictures, if I can go find those, of that place that they were just talking about, so... okay, there it is. So let me show you those, guys. So if I move my camera, let me scroll down, grab the camera. You can see right here, this is the arcade that they were talking about. That's the front of it, and there's some more here. That's just some artwork, I guess, of a character you'll meet. There's a pretty cool, like, flower garden kind of area, which is pretty dope. I think this is actually the gym. Is this the gym? Wow, this is the gym, I think. That's the gym leader, I guess? This is the gym, apparently, I think. Pretty sure. Seems like the gym leader. There's some trainers around. That might... I'm not sure. An outside gym? That would be interesting. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's just what it looks like to me. I could be completely wrong. This might just be an area where you explore. Who knows? Yeah, the gym leader. That's what I thought. That's like an outside gym. That's pretty dope. Pretty cool. I guess that confirms that not all gyms are the lame gyms they showed off before, where it was just you went like literally straight ahead. Like this one seems to have like a full like maze to it. Like you have to go like over here and like go through a maze and then finally get to her. So That's nice, because before the only gyms they had shown that I saw were like just a room. It was like a single room, and you just walked straight ahead. There were 2 trainers inside. I mean, I think that was like the first gym in the game, but it's still like I was so disappointed when I saw that. I was like, this is the lamest thing I have ever seen. But this looks a lot more interesting. I don't know. Hopefully more gyms are like this, not like the other one that I was talking about. So. Yeah. Oh, there's Surf Pikachu, by the way. Actually, we can watch this. Why not? You know, why not? Let's watch this little trailer here. I don't want to full screen it because I don't want Nintendo to get on my ass. Travel with secret techniques. Explore Celadon City. If you guys want to watch it in full screen, you can do that on your own. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want to get my ass whooped by Nintendo. Exclusive moves. He dead. Bouncy Bubble seems pretty OP. It depends on how much damage it does. Because if it's a weak move, then it won't heal very much. But if it's a strong move, you can do a lot of damage and heal you. Like, damn. I think it would be a pretty weak move, though. Because otherwise, that'd be ridiculously overpowered. I don't think they want that, so. Then again, this game already looks ridiculously easy, so. Yeah, in fact, I actually am planning on making a video on how they could, make Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee appeal to hardcore fans without sacrificing what the game itself is. So, yeah, but the last thing that I want to talk about is actually I'm going to have to pull the camera back again for this and show you guys another trailer here. So let me undo the thing I literally just did. And that is that they announced the hardware bundle for it. Again, I'm not going to full screen because otherwise I'm going to get raped by Nintendo. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Demonetized instantly. And not monetized anyway, so. There's a special edition of the Nintendo Switch. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter then. I could have just full screen anyways because it's not like I'm monetized, but what are you going to do? You guys can all watch this in your own time anyways after this stream. Yeah, they announced a really, really cool special edition for both Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, which I'm sure will fly right off of every shelf in every country ever. Like, it's just going to explode the universe, and Nintendo Switch is gonna destroy everything. Yeah, dude, that does look amazing. Pikachu's gonna be OP with a one move against ground types, I guess. That gym was the only girls' gym? Didn't know that, actually. I don't remember very much about Pokemon, so. Yeah, I guess let's move on to the next topic, though, here. Turn that music back on. And this is just something that's a little bit interesting because, well, we'll get right on into it. And that is that Dragon Ball FighterZ was actually in development before the release of the other versions. So something that a lot of people didn't think was the case is that they were actually working on FighterZ before it came out on the other versions, even though at that time they had said there are no plans, or they wouldn't confirm any plans for the game on the Nintendo Switch. They just hadn't confirmed anything. They were very much not talking about it and not seemingly not caring about the Switch at all. And they wouldn't announce it or talk about it coming on the Switch, even though they were already working on it, which is very, very interesting. Which just goes to show, once again, guys, just because a company says we're not making a game for the Switch, just because the company denies that they're making a certain game, does not mean that it's actually true. They're lying a lot of the time. A lot of companies will lie. It literally means nothing. I don't care if they straight up say we will not ever make a game for this platform. They probably already have one in the works and they just don't want to tell you about it. Like, it happens all the time. Just look at Fortnite. Literally, like, a month or two before Fortnite was announced for the Switch, they said there were no plans for Fortnite on the Nintendo Switch. You cannot trust these developers, man. They lie all the time. That's what they do. But this is how we know. This was found out in a developer interview with Player Magazine. And this is what the developers of Dragon Ball FighterZ had to say. They said, when the development for Fighter Z first started for PS4, Xbox One, PC platforms, information about the Switch was still quite vague. However, as the Switch was officially introduced to the world, we quickly understood the platform's potential and proceeded with the development. At that time, there were a lot of clashes with the PS4, Xbox One, PC development, so we decided to wait for development on the other platforms to be completed first before focusing on the Switch version. It definitely had an impact. However, during an interview of the first announcement of Fire Z, a lot of questions were asked by interviewers and fans about whether we were going to consider making the Switch version anytime soon to motivate the whole team to get fans what they wanted. So they were actually working on it way back when, even but right when the Switch was announced, they were working on it. However, since the PS4, Xbox One, PC were under development a lot, they didn't really have a lot of focus on it for the Switch version. It was kind of put in the background. They probably only had a few people working on it, like very small team. And then after the other versions were done, they started making the Switch version. But they literally has started on the Switch version of this game back when, according to this guy, when the Switch was officially introduced to the world. That's his quote. They quickly understood the platform's potential and proceeded with development. Like right after it was introduced, like a little bit after, they actually started working on the game. Which is very interesting. That's even further, because I hadn't actually read this article quite yet, or I hadn't read the interview quite yet. Like, that's earlier than I thought. Like, this was like right after they started. Yeah, that makes no sense because, like you said, they didn't want it for Switch. Yeah, they keep, like, developers, man, they lie all the time. If a game hasn't been announced, they're going to lie to you. They're not going to just tell you in an interview that it's going to happen. They're just going to be like, nah, it's not happening, even if it is happening. Like, they're just going to lie. They don't want to announce it yet. They're just not going to announce it, so. So, that case, maybe Jump Force and Naruto and to Boruto are coming to Switch. It's possible. It's very possible. Hey, Habe the Wolf, how you doing? I mean, that game is Unreal Engine 4. I think it can come to the Switch. I think it can. Yeah, how you doing, Habe? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I just found this very interesting that a lot of people were saying that Dragon Ball FighterZ wasn't gonna be announced and stuff. And a lot of people were like, I don't know if it's gonna come to the Switch, and I'm always like, yeah, it's coming. Like, they didn't know that at that time, like, they'd have been working on that game, like the Switch version, for a long time, like months and months, and they didn't even know. So of course they weren't working on it for very much. They were working on it a bit at the beginning, and then they stopped working on it, or they only worked on it like a tiny bit up until the end of the PS4, Xbox One, and PC versions were done. You're doing fine? Good. Glad you're doing fine. But still, like, they had plans for this when the Switch was first announced, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, I just thought that was very interesting. But now we're going to talk about something that, you know what, we're going to talk about something else first. We're going to talk about these smaller topics before we get into this one. How long is the stream? 33 minutes? You know, we'll skip this one. We'll go into this one. This one's just very short, just like a tiny little interesting tidbit that's not really all that important. But it's just something I found to be interesting. Where is it? There we go. Splatoon 2. Alright. So, according to the official Splatoon 2 art book, Pearl in Splatoon 2 was originally going to be an Octoling. So she wasn't going to be an Inkling. She wasn't going to be a Squiddy girl. She was going to be an Octoling. Pearl and Marina both were going to be Octolings, actually. If I'm not mistaken. Right? I think so. Yeah. Oh, wait, Pearl, Marina's already an Octoling, excuse me, sorry. Pearl was going to be, yeah, I was right, Cool. Anywho, I got confused there for a second. But yeah, Pearl was also going to be an Octoling. As you can see here, this is her Octoling design. These are images from the Splatoon 2 art book, not that one, this one. So Pearl was also going to be an Octoling, and honestly, this design is way better than her current design. Why, Nintendo? This design was so much better. Like, it was so much, this looks so much better. Like, she looks like such an idiot in the real game. Like, she actually looks good in this one. That makes so much more sense. I mean, I guess they kind of wanted to get the whole thing where, like, Inklings and Octolings are kind of, like, not as at war anymore as they were in the original, even though they still kind of are. But, like, some of them had made peace. But, yeah, that is a very interesting costume you have going on there. Yeah, she was going to be an Octoling. Which is interesting. Her design is so much better as an Octoling, to be honest. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Anyways, that was just a quick talk. I just wanted to literally show you those to be over. On to the next topic, and the one that's going to be much more, probably a lot talked about for a lot longer. And that is, where is... Oh. That's why. There we go. This one is that Nintendo says that some Switch titles will not have cloud saves to ensure fair play. So yes, we're going to talk about the online, we're talking about cloud saves and all that jazz right now, guys. So, of course, back a few months ago, Nintendo announced that cloud saves would be coming to the Nintendo Switch through the online service. They didn't say exactly which games would be, able to use this, and apparently a lot of multiplayer games like Splatoon 2 will not have cloud-based saves, and this is what Nintendo had to say about why. It said the vast majority of Nintendo Switch games will support save data cloud backup. However, in certain games, this feature would make it possible to, for example, regain items that have been traded to other players, or revert to a higher online multiplayer ranking that had been lost. To ensure fair play, save data cloud backup may not be enabled for such games. To ensure that save data cloud backups cannot be used to unfairly affect online multiplayer rankings, the feature will not be enabled in Splatoon 2. So this is odd to me. I think there were very easy ways to get around this that Nintendo just could use, and they're not using it, and I don't understand why. First off, I'm assuming then the way that this works is you have to do a manual save data cloud backup. So that's how I'm assuming it works, because otherwise it makes no sense. If it was an automatic backup based on your progress, then it would be impossible to affect your online multiplayer rankings. I'm assuming this is like if somebody went to S+ rank, and all their stuff is S+, plus a million times plus, whatever is the highest rank in Splatoon 2. Now they keep adding ranks, rank X, whatever the hell it is. And they add this, and then they took a manual save data cloud backup. And then they lost rank X or whatever the hell it is, and they decided to revert back to the save data cloud backup, and that's how you would do that. But the easiest way to fix that, just make the save data cloud backup automatic for that game. Make it automatic. Like every time you play something in Splatoon 2, it automatically saves it to the save data cloud backup. That way you can't cheat. And you can't have it not auto-saving, because guess what? You always have to be online to play the game. So you're always online, and it's always able to save it to the cloud. That's easy. Like, boom, right there. It took me all of 2 seconds to come up with this idea. Like, what? Nintendo, come on. You guys have had months, years even, to come up with a solution to this. And your solution is to not have a solution. Your solution is just to give up. Like, I just came up with that in all 2 milliseconds. Like, maybe that wouldn't work. I don't know. I think I don't a developer. Maybe there's some kind of reason why that couldn't work. But I'm sure there's some way that it could work, because there's a bunch of other companies that do this exact same thing, and it works perfectly fine for them. So, duh. What are you guys saying? Oh, this is from a bit of a while ago. Yo, Super Mario Maker comes to the Switch. I hope that too. You think it's not really developers that then saying it's not coming, but rather the publishers saying stuff they're not aware of? No, it's not that. It's actually the developers saying it's not coming when it's actually coming. The publishers also already know. The publishers and the developers are on the same page, because the publisher has to know because they're paying to publish it. Anyways, that wouldn't work. That'd be so weird if Pearl was an Octoling. I don't think so. Maybe they can make like an episode where they switch them with a machine arena to Inkling and Pearl to Octoling. That'd be weird. So good you got Mario confused. What are you talking about? To be honest, you're still lost to the cloud issues because you're thinking of the Google Cloud. I don't understand how you're... I'm confused. Now I'm confused about why you're confused. I got Mario confused. I'm confused about how I got Mario confused. About how you got confused. About how any of this is confusion. Anyways, yeah, I don't understand why they don't just do that. I really don't. Like, this would be not... This wouldn't be hard, guys. Like, just make it automatic. Just really do that. It's not that hard. I don't... There's a ton of things. Hopefully they actually change this and they enable save data cloud backups in games like Splatoon 2, but hey, as long as I have my save data cloud backups for single player games, which it seems like all of them will be able to be backed up, I'll be fine, because I don't really care if I lose the save data for Splatoon 2, to be honest. Really don't. I hope there's save data cloud backups for the single player modes though. I want to be like, even if you don't let me back up the online stuff, okay, fine. Whatever. For me, it doesn't matter that much. I know a lot of people, other people, it would matter a lot. So Nintendo, get on that. But for me, it doesn't matter that much. But you better let me back up my single player stuff, because I ain't trying to, you know, have to redo all the stuff in the Octo expansion again. Like, come on, man. We all confused though. Yeah, dude. So yeah, man. But hey, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade. Like, those are the kind of games I really am worried about, and I think those are gonna be cloud save backupable, because they don't have these multiplayer rankings that Nintendo's talking about. But I'm assuming Mario Kart's also not gonna be able to be saved, which honestly most of this stuff is already unlocked in the beginning, so whatever. But Splatoon's the big one, because I know there's a lot of stuff you can unlock in Splatoon. There's a ridiculous amount of stuff you can unlock and purchase and customize and all this kind of stuff, so they really need to get on that. Come on, Nintendo, literally listen to me, just make it automatic. Like, literally, if you do something in the game, just automatically update the cloud backup. Like, it shouldn't be that hard. Maybe it is that hard, I'm not sure, who knows. I'm not a developer, maybe it is that hard, but in my mind it wouldn't be that hard. Just in my mind, that's how that is, but who knows. Yeah, I just think it's kind of retarded. But let's move on to the next topic, the final topic before we get into that Smash Ultimate blog. And this one has to do with, I actually need to switch over to this. Has to do with Octopath Traveler. So Square Enix talks about an Octopath Traveler sequel and hints that the Bravely series isn't complete. It isn't over, and they're going to do more with that series. So Famitsu recently had an interview with Tomoya Asano, I'm probably not pronouncing that right, and Masashi Takahashi from Square Enix, and also acquires, this name, Kaisuke Miyachi, to talk about Octopath Traveler on Nintendo Switch. According to them, they cannot explain, or they could not say anything like concrete about them making a potential Octopath Traveler sequel, but they are saying that they're discussing if they are going to make it, how it would happen. So already, and I think this is a good sign, they're not only just saying, yeah, we may want to do that. They're already discussing how a sequel would work. Like, that's already in the works. Like, a story for it, the mechanics, all that kind of stuff is already in the works. Like, all that kind of stuff is in the works for if they're gonna make a sequel to Octopath Traveler, which is pretty nice. So according to them, they are already in the works for that, which is nice. I'm really excited for it. Obviously, I haven't beaten not obviously, but I haven't already beaten. Oh, man, I cannot talk today. The Octopath Traveler game, like Octopath, I haven't finished it. Why is wrong with me right now? I cannot talk. Anywho, I haven't beaten Octopath Traveler, but I'm super, like, the game is amazing, and I'd be super hyped if they did announce a sequel, because honestly, this is one of the best RPGs I've played in a while. Other than Xenoblade, it's probably my favorite that I've played in a long time. So it's just absolutely amazing. I need to actually continue to play it. I just don't have as much time as I would like to play it. So hopefully I can play that soon, and beat that game. But yeah, Octopath Traveler, they're already talking about a sequel, which is pretty exciting to me. But another thing that you might be excited for, if you're an RPG fan, you had a 3DS, maybe you played this one, and that is that, according to them, the Bravely Default series isn't finished, and, this is a direct quote, the one thing I want to convey is that the Bravely series is not a title of the past to us and to our company. So they've already hinted at Bravely, a Bravely 3 on the Nintendo Switch with the 1 million, congratulations on 1 million sales of Octopath Traveler. Actually, the shadow of it was actually in the shape of one of the characters from Bravely Default. Like, not even like, oh, maybe that looks kind of like, it's like, no, that's actually it. Like, they kind of almost confirmed it themselves that that was what it was. So, and this is the same team that made Bravely, and it was a super popular RPG on the 3DS. It had a lot of success, and people are super hyped if they're gonna make a Bravely 3rd. So I definitely think they're working on that. To be honest, I think they're working on that. They've been teasing it for a while, and I think they might announce that, in a year or two, we might see that. Maybe we'll see that at next E3. We'll see a Bravely 3 for the Nintendo Switch. I want a Bravely collection for the Switch because I haven't actually played 1 and 2, although I've seen a lot about it. I haven't had the chance to actually sit down and like play it myself, so I'd like to play those, like a Bravely Default and Bravely 2nd HD collection would be pretty nice, and then we get Bravely 3rd. So hopefully, Square Enix seems to be giving us some good RPG content on the Nintendo Switch, and that doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. So hopefully we get announcements for some more Square Enix RPGs on the Switch, other than freaking Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition, because who actually wants that? That's just a bunch of crap. If they make a sequel, they should make it more realistic looking. I don't think they would. I would make it with I think they would use the same art style, to be honest. I wouldn't want them to make it any different. I'd like them to keep that same art style for the Octopath Traveler. Of course, for the Bravely games, I think they would use a much more realistic style. I think it still wouldn't be like full on realistic, but it would be a lot more graphically intensive than Octopath Traveler. But Octopath Traveler is a very unique style that I think they should keep. Like that 2D HD is very appealing to me. Like, I love it a lot. Yeah, hopefully we get a sequel to Octopath, and hopefully we get that Bravely 3rd, and Bravely Default and Bravely 2nd HD on the Switch would be absolutely amazing. Anyways, let's move on to the final topic, which is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate blog. Actually, not too much on the blog, but let me pull up the music here. Not in a new window, in a new tab. There we go. We're gonna pause this music. Fortunately, even though it's absolutely amazing, we're gonna pause it for that absolutely amazing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate music. There we go. That's what brings in that hype. That Smash hype. There's only 2 topics today, so let's get right on into them. No, let me move my camera game. I want to move my camera. Let me move it. Those are the sound effects we needed. in our lives. Actually, let me go over to this one. Shupla. There we go. And then why not put up that dope Smash Ultimate picture? Look at that. Look at it all in all its glory. I actually need to get an updated one because it doesn't have a lot of the newer fighters in this one. If anybody knows where to get one of those, send it to me on Discord. I'll probably just look it up later and get it though. It's fine. Yeah. But the first topic for today is today's item, Pokemon Alolan Executor. Check out his tall Pokemon. It may seem like it just gets in the way, but it can actually make it harder or easier if you get a KO depending on where it's placed on the stage. So you put it in the middle of the stage and it kind of blocks you from getting anywhere. You can kind of jump on it and hang on it for a bit, but you can't really get over it. It's just a little too high most of the time for you to actually be able to jump over it. A little too tall. It's a super tall Pokemon. I like the fact that they're adding the Alolan forms of Pokemon and using them in such interesting ways. Like, I think this was a very good idea for this Pokemon. Because honestly, like, if you just told me, like, put Alolan Executor in the game, I would have been like, but what do you do? But no, Sakurai, man, he's just like, yeah, I know exactly what he would do. He would do this. So, it's pretty dope. Not the most exciting Pokemon ever, but it's an interesting use of the Pokemon. But we're just gonna move right on past that to the second one. That is today's fighter, number 14, Bowser. Who's the greatest nemesis of all? It's King Bowser. Super Smash Bros. His power and weight make him a more reliable fighter. Uses Fire Breath to keep opponents at bay, then uses damaging attacks to launch them off the stage. He transforms into Giga Bowser for his final smash and delivers a super powerful punch. So let's watch his trailer here. Look at that dude. Look at him in all his glory. All his Bowser glory. Beating the shit out of Mario. Oh! There's his final smash, Giga Bowser, which works a lot differently than it did in the other games, where you don't transform and run around at him, but rather you just do the punch. And as always, we gotta fight him in his fighters page here. Number 14, Bowser. Now, heavyweights really aren't my thing. Like, I don't really use heavyweights that much in Smash, but I have played against a few people who use them really well. And if you know how to use heavyweights to your advantage, you can just beat the absolute crap out of everyone, because they do so much damage. My problem is that they're just so slow. Like, they're so slow. For me, like, I like to, like, you have to, like, super strategize and think, like, a million years ahead in order to use these characters properly. I don't like to do that. I like to just go in there and rely on kind of, you know, winging it when I try to play Smash. That's mostly what I do. I just wing everything. So, this is not a wing it character. But, you know, it takes a little more skill, but there's a big payoff as well. Now again, I'm going to try to master the heavyweights in Smash Ultimate. Let's see how good I can get them when the game actually comes out. Because I want to get good with every character for that Smash Down mode. But yeah, Bowser's not one I use too much beforehand. How many of you guys actually used Bowser? Let's see here. Bowser, yeah, boy. Their special attack on Sun and Moon was that they hit like a hammer. Oh, didn't know that. That'd be interesting to see, like, whoosh, whoosh. That'd be a little overpowered, though. How are you gonna dodge that? Thing's so tall. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all for the Smash blog, though. I guess we can go check the Japanese site and see if there's any funny mistranslations. Pronouns of Kappa Nemesis? What? Is Mr. Koopa in Smash Bra powerful and heavy, reliable fighter? Let's shoot the opponent with a variety of striking attacks while chucking the opponent with Fire Brace. And the last trim turn into Giga Cup and end in a super powerful blow. That's kind of funny. The pronouns of Kappa Nemesis. In Super Smash Bros. Bra. I don't know, even if it was Brawl, like, this isn't Brawl. This is Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's like, not Brawl. Or Bra. Like, that's not even close. That's kind of funny. Let's see, is this one funny? Pokemon is a long-awaited Pokemon. The body cannot pass through, just drama. Because there is thought in Nazi, it is easy to shoot down, and it tends to be easy to, so you can feel a little thrilly feeling. What? Honestly, if I hadn't read the other one, I'd have no clue what they were trying to say. This just drama. It is a thought in Nazi. It's a Nazi. Oh, that's how I spell Nazi. So I'm confused. He's King Koopa in Japan. I know he's King Koopa in Japan. That's why I didn't point out the fact that he called him Mr. Koopa. I didn't even point that out. It's just the Smash Brawl. The pronouns of Kappa Nemesis. This one's just ununderstandable. Uncomprehensible. This is just weird. Not too terribly funny, but there were some weird translations here, which I always find very kind of interesting to see. Oh, I love this music. But anyways, guys, that, my friends, is all for this episode of Coffee Talk. So thank you guys all for watching. If you enjoyed this Coffee Talk, make sure to like and subscribe for more Coffee Talks like this Monday through Friday. Videos Tuesdays and Thursdays, and the gaming live streams Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If you're already subscribed, hit that like button and that share button so we get more awesome people over here to check out the channel and hang out in the chat and stuff like that. And if you haven't already, check out my Patreon down in the description below, because you can get exclusive content for, you know, $5 a month, $1 a month. There's a bunch of different payment options, but it's cheap. You get a lot of exclusive content that I really enjoy doing, and I think comes out really well, and it's really entertaining and awesome. Let's Play content that's completely different from any of the other gaming content that I typically do on the stream. For the most part, there is like one or series that's similar, but there's a lot more single-player gaming, which I don't really do that much on the actual channel. So check that out in the description below. Also have merch down in the description below if you want to represent that What About Nintendo merch and all that kind of stuff. So check out everything down in the description below. Discord, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. Lots of stuff to check out. Too much stuff almost, but you can never have too much stuff. Too much stuff to check out. That's just not a thing. So thank you guys all for watching. Yeah, bad translation for sure. And I'll see all you dudes later on What About Nintendo. Bye.